Hi, Andy here. This is my review for the Numatic PSP240 and 370. And we're going to go through 4 areas: features, performance, maintenance, and cost. And this is not a vacuum for everyone. Stay until the end to find out why. And quick disclaimer, I do sell this vacuum. Some of the comments might be biased. And if you are here for the 370 model, I will go through the differences between 370 and 240 in a bit. And after using this vacuum for 6 months, I can tell you this vacuum is a straight to the point, no nonsense, get the job done kind of vacuum cleaner. And I just like the tactile feeling of the on-off power toggle switch. It is so satisfying, right? So the spec we have is S3 kit. It's a stainless steel tubes kit compared to aluminium, which is lower end, and it's a real stainless steel. It's not like stainless steel coating.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the?
So the problem with aluminium is that you will get stuck after a while. So make it very hard to actually detach from each other. So it also comes standard with floor nozzle, upholstery nozzle, dusting brush, and service tool to reach hard to reach area. And I like the onboard storage and the wand docking at the back of the vacuum. I find it very neat and find it very convenient to have those tools with me while I'm vacuuming, and I can just pull out any tool as and when I need them, rather than go to another place to collect the tools and end up it went missing. For the floor nozzle, it's nothing to shout about. It's a 300mm floor nozzle. Very easy to toggle on and off, whether you're on the tiles area or hard surface area, and you toggle off for the carpet area. Quite straightforward in that department. It has a 10-meter power cord, and it can achieve 26.4 cleaning range with a combination of conical holes and the stainless steel tubes. So which means if the plug point is here, so I can go to my right for 13.2 meter and my left for 13.2 meter. So in other words, the conical holes and the stainless steel tube has a length of 3.2 meter, so that makes up the 26.4 meter cleaning range. The capacity of the drum is 9 liter and the weight of the whole machine is 8 kilo, compared to PSP370. It's 15 liter in the drum and 9 liter in the weight. So that's all the difference between 240 and 370. That's it. That's the only difference. The drum size, the motor, and everything else, the suction power, they are all the same. And of course, they are using different paper bag. The 370 using a bigger paper bag compared to the 240. The design itself is very pneumatic, very handy, and it does come with a bumper for wall protection and only available in professional line. And it has a larger rear view to be able to handle any surface without tipping over. The power cord organizer is neat when it's not in use, but it's a bit troublesome to rewind, but once you get used to it, you should be fine. And I do like the little touch for the power cord to flow through when it is in use, and the handle. The handle is solid, is good, and is very comfortable to carry. And this is a bag vacuum. It's only compatible with Numatic HEPA flow bag, and yes, the bag itself is HEPA grade, which means it's 0.3 micron. You do get one piece of the HEPA flow bag come with the vacuum cleaner unit itself. Performance. This vacuum using a low wattage 620 watts motor in the vacuum. It is very powerful, that can achieve 2003 H2O. I don't know what that means, but I just know it's powerful. And the problem is that I know what you might be thinking. The 620 watts might sound like a bit low to create those suction, but I can tell you it's the exact opposite. The vacuum has too much suction, and until I need to use the volume control to reduce the suction power. It is very quiet, but it's still a hair noisier than the PPR240 and especially the PPR170 HEPA, which is way quieter than this unit. I have not experienced any power cut or overheating issue here. Been doing the spring clean for continuously 4 hours during the lockdown, and the manufacturer claimed that this vacuum can run for 1500 hours non-stop, means 1005 hours non-stop. Pretty much that is without any load, but still 1005 hours non-stop without any load, without power cut. That is something. And for those who are not sure, low wattage motor is better than the high wattage motor vacuum. Because why? Because low wattage motor to create the high suction is hard to do compared to using a high wattage motor to create high suction. Is very easy to do, right? Just like cars. I mean, if you put a high capacity engine on a car, it definitely can go fast, but not everyone can make small capacity engine to go fast. Now, because of the low wattage motor, they redesigned how the airflow works, be it on the conical hose or the floor nozzle and within the vacuum unit itself. Like for example, the Flowmax conical hose that we have in this vacuum, which is tapered like the elephant nose to create better suction. And the seal is good. There's no leaking in between those vacuum. Usually if your vacuum is leaking, you can smell the dust smell while operating the vacuum cleaner. So the only problem I have is too much suction, like I mentioned before, while using the upholstery brush. So the only way to overcome that is to use the band stainless steel tube with volume control to control the suction power. So with that kind of solved the problem for me. So if this is matter for you, so you have to live with the stainless steel band tube with volume control before you attach any accessory on it. Maintenance. Maintaining this vacuum is quite straightforward. Just pull out the bag and replace the new one when it is full. So this vacuum doesn't come with any indication on whether the bag is full or not. Usually I'll just do a physical check, or when the bag is really full or being contaminated. When you turn on the vacuum, you can straight away smell some unpleasant smell coming out from the vacuum. Means the bag itself might have some bacteria and things like that. Usually I'll just change that right away. And changing the bag is very easy. Just pull it out, tuck the cover back and discard it and replace a new set of HEPA flow bag. And the Tri-Tex filter, which is the main filter for this vacuum, which is not washable. Usually I'll just shake it off outside the house to shake off excessive dust or dirt that is attached on the Tri-Tex filter and just put it back. Cost. The cost of this vacuum might set you back for this price. For this price, you may have a lot of options or can get a vacuum maybe half the price or even less than half the price of this vacuum cleaner. Alright, this is where I'm going to be biased now. The replacement bag, which I think is the most affordable replacement bag you can find in the market right now, coming in at 13 to 14 ringgit per piece, and consider that is a HEPA flow replacement bag. And it's only this amount per day if you change it once a month. And I always say this, the cheaper one or at any price point is a good vacuum. But depends who is using it and what they are using it for. Like for example, if you are doing some DIY renovation and you only need the vacuum for 6 hours and you get the cheapest one, the cheapest vacuum you can find on Amazon, Lazada, Shopee or anywhere or the hardware shop you can find. And that is a good vacuum for you because you only need that for 6 hours. And you get the job done and the cost per wear is very low. And for me, all the vacuum in the market, regardless of what price, what brand, is a good vacuum. But the real question to ask is how far and how long you want this vacuum to go. But if you're looking for a vacuum cleaner that is reliable, meaning to say you can use the vacuum hours after hours non-stop and that is serviceable, repairable, and with available of replacement bag from the local distributor, I'll put the link down. So who is this vacuum for? For those who need a vacuum cleaner that just works, and someone who has a helper at home, or you buy this vacuum for your staff to complete certain tasks. And this vacuum cleaner is a tank. And for those who are interested in PSP370, my take is unless you're going to vacuum continuously to fill up the 15 liter of that, otherwise you do not need a 15 liter to carry around with you because you will end up with a more expensive paper bag, and generally you won't fill up the 15 liter worth of dirt in a month. I mean, even if you can fill up the 15 liter in 2 or 3 weeks time, the suction will drop. And this vacuum also really suitable for those who just need a vacuum cleaner that works hours and hours on demand without stopping or overheating. And for those who want to save a little bit of money on the electricity bill itself. Well, you may ask how much you can save. Let's compare with a 1800 watt vacuum, assuming you use it 4 hours a day, and this is how much you can save in a year. Pause this screen if you need to go through the figures and imagine how much you can save in 4 years or 5 years if you are using this 620 watts vacuum compared to a 1008 watts vacuum. And imagine if you have 5 unit, 10 unit or 20 unit for that matter, how much you can save in that 5 years time on electricity bills itself. And there's a mindset change that we need to adapt, is that we need to buy the bad quality, the cheapest one for ourselves, and buy the good quality one for our staff or helper. The reason why is because if we get the cheaper or the bad quality ones, we know how to take care of stuff. But if you give them the bad quality ones, it'll be gone in a week or 2 or something, and not the other way around. Buy the good one for yourself and buy the bad quality one for the staff, because the bad quality one or the cheapest one already has a poor quality to begin with. The moment they abuse them, that's where you need to rebuy the cheapest vacuum or the tools, or any tools for that matter, over and over again, and you wonder why. Alright, that's been it. There will be another video on the PPR 170 HEPA. I'll link it up here once it's available. I'll put the link down if you're interested in picking up one of these model PSP240 or PSP370. Hit the subscribe button if you want to watch more videos like this, or the like button if you are not ready to subscribe. It's free. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one. Take care.